Welcome into the Sharp Sports YouTube podcast. My name is Andrew Sharp. We'll be talking everything Denver sports and beyond. Please like and subscribe if you are a sports fan like me. Let's do this.
Welcome into the Sharp Sports YouTube podcast. My name is Andrew Sharp. Well, it's been a little while since I did a full video like this on the Denver Nuggets, but clearly it's time to get this done and do this. I've been doing a lot of short content as well, which has been getting a lot of very good reception on YouTube, which I'm eternally grateful for. If you haven't checked out any of that, please do like and subscribe if you feel the need, and I really do appreciate it. But really, coming to you tonight with the Denver Nuggets, who have managed to win their 10th straight game, 136 over 119 over the Memphis Grizzlies here in Denver this evening. Caps off really a pretty remarkable streak for the Nuggets, putting them solidly now in the third position in the Western Conference, a spot that was looking dire and unattainable a mere 10 games ago. And we're going to talk a little bit more about all of those games coming up right now. Well, to rewind just a bit, I actually just misspoke a little bit. Last time I did one of these was actually, I believe, after the Denver Nuggets lost in Oklahoma City to the Thunder in overtime, 129-126. After that, the Nuggets kind of basically were in really mediocrity of kind of winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one. And losing one was especially bad. 10 games ago, where they lost to the dreadful rebuilding Memphis Grizzlies, 125-118 in Memphis, a game in which the Nuggets were just thoroughly outplayed, shouldn't be losing to the Grizzlies. And at that point, the Nuggets were in sixth place in the Western Conference and looking like they were going to have to battle really hard just to get back to home court advantage of some kind, a top four seed in the Western Conference. And looking at some of the games coming up, they weren't all hard, but they weren't all easy, too. There were some Jazz and Trailblazers in there. But in there also were some games against the much better improved right now Mavs, against especially against the Spurs, which we're going to talk a little about later. But, again, for a team that has been battling injuries, inconsistency, and quite honestly, some malaise throughout the season. This is why people like me and people in the media get a little bit frustrated by the Nuggets, because when they play like this, when they put everything together, when the pieces start coming together, and there's a clear bench role rotation from David Adelman, and of course still have one of the absolute top two players in the NBA in Nikola Jokic, this is what this team is capable of. This team is a very dangerous team, capable at minimum making the Western Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And luckily for the Nuggets, they've also had a little bit of luck befall their way in terms of other teams' misfortunes. Most notably, the team that was solidly really above them last time I did one of these was the Los Angeles Lakers, who have had a myriad of injuries, most notably to Luka Doncic, and now have found themselves basically in free fall in the NBA standings for the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes, they're still technically in fourth place, but they are 6-4 in their last 10 games, where the Nuggets are 10-0, and those records were about reversed the last time I recorded this. Plus, to be honest, without Luka Doncic, yes, the Lakers may be able to scrap to a 4 or 5 seed with the few remaining games, in the NBA. But they aren't a true contender without Luka Doncic. They're not. So that's one less team that the Nuggets have to face in terms of the Western Conference playoffs. The other part about getting to the 3 seed that is absolutely great for the Nuggets is the fact that they will not have to play. They would play the San Antonio Spurs, not the Oklahoma City Thunder, in the second round. They would have a 2-3 matchup with the Spurs, a team that is extremely talented, is extremely dangerous, and is really, quite honestly, probably ahead of schedule with the record that they've had at 61-19 this year. However, they are young, they are unproven, and their star player, Victor Wembanyama, who is an excellent player, has been playing on a minutes restriction, has never had the grind of the NBA playoffs. And really, I would really like the matchup for the Nuggets based on the most recent matchup in which they have played them very well, them being the Spurs, and the fact that Denver's really, I would say, veteran play would go well against a very young, unproven, untested San Antonio bunch. And so if you can get to the Western Finals, hey, after that, who knows? Because the Denver Nuggets were the only team that truly tested the Oklahoma City Thunder last year in their run to the NBA title. And if you get to a best of 7 Western Conference Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder, if you can win that series, I don't care who comes out of the Eastern Conference, you can win the NBA title. So it's very exciting. Glad to see the Nuggets have managed to come together and really play their best ball, really at the pivotal part of the season. And as we are very close to getting to the NBA playoffs. It's great to see them come together. And I want to talk about a few individuals who are making that happen right now. Of course, it's always easy to start with the Joker, who's an incredible player, and the Denver Nuggets would not be anywhere where they should be without Nikola Jokic. However, Jamal Murray, much has been made about the fact that he had not made an All-Star team. He made his first All-Star team this season. And Jamal Murray has really played, honestly, his best season to date, even better than he was in 2023 when the Nuggets won the championship. In his last 10 games, he's playing 38 minutes a game, shooting 51% from the field, 48.9 on three-point percentage, 95 on free throws, 4.4 rebounds, 7.8 assists, and basically, right around 26.9, just under 27 points a game on that kind of efficiency from Jamal Murray. I mean, that is the true definition of a second best player on a championship team. When Jamal plays like this, you kind of wonder why he can't seem to do this all the time. Why did he basically admit that other seasons he had not come into shape for the regular season? Problem is, when guys are as talented as Jamal Murray, it can be interesting to see what motivates them, what makes them tick. But clearly, Jamal heard the noise. He heard the noise, and I think as he's matured, I think he's realized that he's in a very good situation here in Denver. He's being handsomely paid. He gets to play with really a legendary player that he's very fortunate to be on the same team with in Nikola Jokic. And quite frankly, he should be hungry. He should not be satisfied with one title. We can't want that. We as fans and people who cover the team can't want it more for Jamal than he does. But clearly, he's clearly stepped his game up another level this season. That's not even a question at this point, given the All-Star selection and the fact that he's really his efficiency, his numbers, his playmaking, and his defense. Actually, believe it or not, his defense has actually been pretty good. So Jamal Murray really stepping it up for the Denver Nuggets. And of course, I'm slightly biased that because Tim Hardaway Jr. is a former Michigan Wolverine. Michigan just won the college national championship. Tim Hardaway Jr. was at Michigan and had a chance to win a national title. Unfortunately, did not. But Tim Hardaway Jr. is playing really a very pivotal role coming off the bench. He's just instant offense. Just really coming in, knowing his role. Last 10 games, playing 24 minutes a game, 40% from the field, 41% from three-point percentage, 86% on free throws, a couple rebounds, assists, kind of doing a little bit of everything. But really instant offense with instant energy and really showing leadership that this team needs, especially in the absence of Peyton Watson, who's in and out of the lineup. With obviously Peyton Watson brings a different element, more athletic wing defense than anything else. But Tim Hardaway Jr. is a welcome addition, a true veteran, a total pro. You're always going to get that standing effort for him. Really can either play with the starters or play with the second unit. Doesn't bother him a bit. And really, I can't say enough about Tim Hardaway. A great addition for the Denver Nuggets this season, even in his limited role. And as I stated earlier, best time of the year to be playing good ball for the Denver Nuggets. And really, it's hard to believe they only have 2 games left. They have a game at Oklahoma City on Friday, April 10th, and close out the Sunday slate on ESPN at the San Antonio Spurs. So not only are they pretty secure in the 3 seed, but they're going to get to play the 1 and 2 seed in the Western Conference to finish out the regular season. So it's a good test for the Nuggets, but really, it really was about winning these games, getting to the 3 seed, and being able to at least control a little bit of their playoff bracket for the foreseeable future. So the NBA playoffs are going to be here. They're going to be here before we know it. They're coming up very quickly. I cannot wait to do a lot more content with the Denver Nuggets as they go into the 2026 NBA playoffs. And really, as I've said earlier in some earlier videos, it's at least for me, especially now with the path that they have, being a 3 seed with a clear path to the Western Conference Finals. It's the Western Conference Finals or bust for me, flat out. Have to at least make the Western Finals. And God forbid if Oklahoma City somehow was upset in the second round, that's fine, but I don't foresee that happening. Anyways, I want to thank you for joining me. Once again, my name is Andrew Sharp, Sharp Sports YouTube podcast. I've been posting a lot of more content on the shorts, but this is more of my long form, which I'm still going to do. Happy to be here. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. If you feel the need, give a like or subscribe, or even just a comment. I love to comment, talk with people. I've had a lot of people commenting on my videos, and I try to write back to everyone who writes to me. So once again, thanks a lot, and I'll be posting a lot more. So tune in. Thank you.